Today we're exploring the Panama Canal. This place is truly a marvel of modern engineering and a must-visit destination for anyone interested in history and technology. Today we're going to be taking a half-day tour of the Miraflores locks and taking a boat ride on Gatun Lake to see some of the amazing wildlife.
Looks like a big wall.
Yeah, it's a car carrier. That thing can hold like 5,000 cars.
We've just arrived at the Miraflores locks and we're about to see the Panama Canal for the first time. This is getting so exciting, but there's at least 2 escalators that you need to go up to see it. And we're finally here. Boats can travel between the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans in either direction through the Panama Canal. Ships going through this canal pay between $150,000 and $250,000 to get through. And on the bigger locks, the newer ones that was just constructed probably less than 10 years ago, they pay $500,000 to get through those locks. Ships going through the canal are raised by 27 meters as the water is forced into the locks. The ships then cruise through Panama, and then they are lowered through the locks on the other end. The entire process takes about 10 hours. When we arrived, there was a car-carrying ship going through the locks.
It looks like the boat is from Japan. You can see the Japan flag, so there's probably lots of Honda pilots on there.
There are several tracks through the canal, including the original, narrower ones that were built over 100 years ago, and the larger canal that was completed in 2016 to allow longer and wider ships to get through. It's pretty cool to be here. The gates have just closed, so in a few minutes we're going to see the water start to rise and the ships start to go up. And there it goes, on its way to the Atlantic Ocean. It was the French who originally wanted to build the Panama Canal in the late 1800s, but they wanted to do it the same way they had done the Suez Canal and keep everything at sea level, and that just didn't work.
They had to dig through a lot of rock to even get through this small section of the continent, and the Chagres River kept flooding everything that they pulled out.
The French also kept losing their builders to mosquito-borne illnesses like yellow fever and malaria.
Under Teddy Roosevelt, the Americans came up with an idea to dam the river, create a lake, and use a lock system to bring boats across. And they figured out a way to control the mosquito population.
Then by manipulating the people that lived in the area that would eventually become Panama, they were able to take over the land and build the canal. Now we're on our way to Gatun Lake, the largest man-made lake in the world and home to a diverse array of wildlife. We're so excited to see what we'll find on this boat ride. The lake was created as part of the construction of the Panama Canal, and it serves as a major source of drinking water and hydroelectric power for the country. Looks like we've caught up to the ship from Japan that we saw go through the canal a little while ago. Now we're taking a turn towards Monkey Island, where we're spotting some wildlife like crocodiles, toucans, and of course, monkeys. And that's all the time we have. Thanks for joining us on this adventure through the Panama Canal. I hope you enjoyed this half-day tour of the Miraflores locks and boat ride on Gatun Lake.